everyone. A pleasant day to you all. So I once again welcome you to my YouTube channel English Wikidan. Thank you for subscribing and watching my video lectures. So I hope you are all fine. You are all safe from coronavirus. So what you should do, you know very well. Wash your hands frequently. Wear mask. Keep social distance. So in that way you can always protect yourself from coronavirus. So let me start the class with the thought for the day as usual. So today's thought is, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. So if you want to go ahead in your life or in your whatever entrepreneurship or whatever adventure you take, so you need to start first. So do not delay too long. ஸோ வாழ்க்கையில் ஏதாவது ஒரு செயலில் முன்னுக்கு வரணும்னு நினச்சா உடனே அதை தொடங்க வேணும். அது தொடங்குறதுக்கு தாமதிக்கக்கூடாது. ஓகே, ஸோ லெட்ஸ் டிஸ்கஸ் த வேர்ட் அஹெட். AHEAD, ahead. Okay, so what is the meaning of ahead? Ahead means further or lead. முன்னாடி போகிறது, முந்தி செல்கிறது, அதான் ahead. Okay, now what is the difference between head and ahead? Head means we know it is a part of our body, so we have a head. So head is used as a noun. Okay, we can also use the word head as a verb. I headed the ball while playing football. That means I kicked the ball with my head. So we can say headed. Okay, the same way you are heading. Okay, you are heading means you are leading. So heading the points. So you are leading the points. So in that way, head also another meaning, you are lead or leading. So heading, head and ahead. So ahead is an adverb. So you are going ahead. You are leading ahead. Okay, so that means முன்னாடி போவது. So you learned today head and ahead and difference, how they are used in verb, noun and adverb. Now let me start the class like topic. So today's topic is short speech. So how to give short speech? What is a short speech and what is its importance, we are going to learn today. So short speech means it is delivered for a minute or two. So short speech is today very important because that is tested in IELTS and other standard tests. Suppose you want to work in abroad or you want to do a higher studies in abroad, you have to take certain tests. So in those tests, this short speech is very much asked and tested. Okay, so short speech is very important even in spoken English. So today we will say short speech of objects and place. So if you want to tell about an object, what you have to say in a short speech? So three things are very important. First of all, definition. What is it? Suppose you are speaking about mobile phone. So you say what it is. Okay, what it is? It is an electronic device. What are the different parts it has? It has a display screen, it has battery and chips, etc. What is the function of it, or how does it function? It functions with the help of battery, charge and network connection. Then what are the uses? Okay, the third point is, in short speech you have to say about the uses of the object. What are their uses? So mobile phone helps to connect with people. It helps to make a call. It helps to be active in social media. Okay, it helps to search things in Google. So many things. So all the uses you can tell. Then finally you suggest them to use this thing. Why you should use these things? How this thing is different from other things? Maybe its cost or its quality or its size. So like this, if you prepare 3 points about any object, you can give a short speech on object. As you heard about mobile phone. அதாவது அந்த பொருளை பற்றி முதல்ல சொல்கிறது, அது என்னது, மொபைல் ஃபோன்னா என்ன, அதில் என்னென்ன பார்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது, அப்புறம் அது எப்படி ஃபங்க்ஷன் ஆகுது, அப்புறம் அதனுடைய பயன். ஸோ திஸ் 3 points only you have to, if you make up these 3 points, so your short speech will be perfect. Okay, now about a place. So suppose you are giving short speech about a tourist place you visited. First you have to say about the location and what are the facilities there in that place and why people visit there, or why you often want to visit there, the significance of the place. Let's take an important place to visit, a tourist place. Okay, Kanyakumari. So the location of Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari is located southernmost part of India. Okay, so it is a place where 3 oceans mingle. Okay, and it has different facilities. It has lot of facilities like Vivekananda Rock is there, Children Park is there, Bhagavati Amman Temple is there, and so many beautiful sceneries, natural scenes, beaches, boats sailing over the oceans. So all these are beautiful scenes there. So we tell about what are the facilities there. Then again it is costly or cheap. It is a cheap and best place to stay and visit these tourist places. Okay, so likewise why it is an important place to visit and what are the facilities, whether it is cheap or whether it is very costly to stay there and visit these places. So all these points you bring, then you will make a beautiful short speech. So whatever topic it may be, always prepare 3 to 4 points. So what it is, what is the function of it, then uses or maybe advantages and disadvantages, and your suggestion. So if I give you a suggestion about mobile phone, so mobile phone is good, so it helps us a lot, but at the same time we have to use with care. Okay, it's like a tourist place also. There are so many tourist places, but visiting Kanyakumari gives peace of mind. It is a very natural place to visit. So likewise I request you to visit once in your lifetime. Okay, like that you can give suggestion and finish your short speech. I hope you learned something from today's topic. Okay, thank you.